Well, the history of Habitat for Humanity in Huronia runs 25 years deep now, and we try to have local families participate in building up a foundation so that we can have affordable housing impact in our region.
Habitat for Humanity works in almost 100 countries around the world, but what you may not know is that we also build homes right in your community. Many of us don't realize that 1 in every 8 families are challenged with the decision to pay rent or put food on the table. Habitat for Humanity builds homes and hope for families in need across Canada. We want everyone to have a safe, decent, and affordable place to live, and we firmly believe that home ownership breaks the cycle of poverty. Here's how our program works. First, we identify families in need and prepare them to be successful homeowners. Our hardworking families serve the community in many capacities. Each one just needs a hand up out of the cycle of living from paycheck to paycheck. Next, we partner with the community to acquire land through donations from municipalities, developers, and individuals. As a charity, we rely 100% on the generosity of donors to make our homes possible, including donations of cash and building materials to construct our homes. Once the funds are raised, we strap on our work boots and hard hats and start building. We mobilize volunteers to build homes alongside of our partner families, nail by nail, wall by wall. Habitat volunteers come from all walks of life, but are joined by a passion to serve families. Some have never picked up a tool in their lives. Others are professional tradespeople. There's a place for every individual, community, or faith group and corporate team who wants to build with us. So, how do families actually benefit from our program? Each family must invest 500 hours of their own volunteer time, called sweat equity. Once the family is in their home, they pay an interest-free mortgage, and payments are never more than 30% of their income. This mortgage is why our homes are affordable and have a life-changing impact on families. For example, 78% of Habitat families report better health, 89% say their family life improved, and overwhelmingly, Habitat families report that they are better off financially and happier, and that their children perform better in school. As families pay their mortgage, the payments are reinvested into our revolving fund for humanity. As this fund grows, we use it to build more homes. So, the more families we serve, the more homes we are able to build. Families benefit, and so does the community.
We ease the pain of regular home ownership, which is a scary prospect for all of us, but we give them the path to get to there, and then that frees up that home for another Habitat family. To give you an idea, the ESSA project that we are going to be commencing, starting our groundbreaking on September 2nd, has been delayed for over a year because of fundraising. The climate in Barrie has been phenomenal. We've had strong support throughout my tenure here. The community loves what we do. They come out in droves to help us. Fundraising is what keeps us going. The Restore does help in that context as well.
Every donation to our program can go directly to building homes and serving families, because administration and fundraising costs are completely covered by Restores. Restores are retail outlets that accept donations of new and gently used building materials and home improvement items that are sold to the public. The Habitat program is a sustainable investment for today and the future. So pick up a hammer, pick up a phone, or visit our website to invest in our community's most valuable resource, people.
The Restore is a social enterprise that supports Habitat for Humanity. And by taking in donations from our community, it allows us to sell those and pay all the administration costs for the charity.
The ITG crew is getting together for one of the biggest events this year. The big game is on, and it's coming September 18th to the 19th. The ITG crew is going live for 24 hours in hopes to raise money for Big Brothers and Big Sisters, a great cause and a great community that you can be a part of. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a youth mentoring organization that has been in existence over 100 years in Canada. Their mission is to enable life-changing mentoring relationships that ignite the power and potential of young people. With 100 agencies countrywide and 42 agencies in Ontario, the reach is extensive and the results are undeniable. Currently, Big Brothers Big Sisters serve over 41,000 children nationwide, with the dedicated assistance of 19,000 mentor volunteers that choose to join their agencies. They are able to work within the communities to strengthen the relationships of caring adults for vulnerable youth. And there's many ways for you to get involved. You can get involved on September 18th and 19th over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/theofficialitg, Rogers TV, and of course our website at insidethegame.ca/thebiggame. We'll be live for 24 hours in hopes to raise money for the beautiful kids of Big Brothers and Big Sisters. We're there, you can help support and donate. And we'll be live gaming for 24 hours. That's 24 games in 24 hours. That's a lot of gaming. But we'll also be talking to developers of their upcoming titles, and we'll be doing a few giveaways. So we hope to see you there.
Jays Care is the charitable arm of the Toronto Blue Jays, and we have programming all across Ontario and extending into all provinces and territories in Canada. We focus on children who are facing substantial disabilities or barriers in their lives in order to reach their full potential. So we work with kids living at or below the poverty line. We work with girls who don't have access to sport. We work with Indigenous children and youth and kids living with disabilities. We're extraordinarily lucky, I think, to be associated with the Blue Jays, to be the only Canadian team in Major League Baseball. And so because we get support all across the country, we feel it's really important to support the communities that support us. Like most professional sports teams, we have a 50-50 draw. The money raised, half of the money through ticket sales go to Jays Care, and the other half go to a lucky winner.
Strike three, call.
Hey folks, in just a few short clicks, you can get your Jays Care 50-50 tickets from home.
50-50 tickets! Get your 50-50 tickets here!
Go to bluejays.com/5050 for tickets.
And we're in the middle of a program right now where we're celebrating 12 days of 50-50.
Jays Care's 12 Days of 50-50 is on now. Win one of 11 daily Blue Jays prizes. All sales will grow the 50-50 mega jackpot that you could win on the final day. Get your tickets now at bluejays.com/5050.
If you go to jayscare5050.com, you can log in as long as you're 18 years old or over, and in the province of Ontario, you are eligible to buy a ticket. It's a lot of fun. We're hoping that maybe someone in the Barrie area will win this time. So it's a lot of fun to participate in. While you're watching the game, it kind of brings a little bit of that in-stadium fun to your viewing experience while you watch on Sportsnet. Extremely grateful to fans across the country, especially in Ontario, who are participating in our 50-50 program. Visit our website, jayscare.com or jayscare5050.com, and we're just very grateful for the support we're getting.
Playing for the Blue Jays is different. When you put that uniform on, you're part of a team of 35 million strong. For more than 40 years, Blue Jay fans have supported us from coast to coast to coast.
Now more than ever, it's our turn to support Canadian families in need.
FC kit?
Do you think maybe it's from the Blue Jays?
Open it back, please do.
Even though we can't be at the Diamond this summer, having an adaptive baseball kit at our home means everything to us.
Challenger Baseball has gone above and beyond to help bring some normalcy back into our lives. We can't be at the Diamond, but we can still have Challenger Baseball.
The Blue Jays have transformed our ballpark to ship millions of meals to Canadians in need.
We are the Alley Sisters, and we are from the Rookie League community.
I didn't really want to go to a summer camp, but I decided to try something new during that summer. The Rookie League program is especially close to my heart because they've given me so much opportunities.
It helped me and other youths come together as one big team.
Like most people, it's been a really interesting year, challenging year. For a long time in the spring, we just didn't even know if we'd have the opportunity to open up this season. So about mid-June, it was starting to look really good. And as this area came into stage 2, we did get that opportunity to open up, and the response has been excellent. People are really just looking for a fun activity to do outside of the house. Here in nature, we have so much space to spread out, and then we have some other COVID procedures in place that makes it a safe activity to come and do. Treetop trekking is just a really fun outdoor adventure that's really anyone can do it. It's where you're wearing a harness and a helmet and you're climbing high up in the trees on different bridges, and there'll be hammock nets, balance cables, and then of course there's zip lines mixed in. It really is for just about everyone. At this park here at Horseshoe Valley, we have activities for ages 5 and up. So our main park, or the main part of the park, is for ages 9 and up. That's what we call our zip line and aerial game courses. And then for the younger kids, 5 to 8, we also have our Discovery Kids courses. Being outdoors really does help. The biggest change, though, is that we are limiting the number of people in the park at any one time and on any given day. So, we're running at about between a quarter and half capacity at any given time, so that just leaves extra space for people to spread out. Aside from that, all the equipment that guests are wearing, like their helmet and harness, those get thoroughly washed after every single person. Then they get dried, and there's a rest period before they can then be brought back into circulation. And then a lot of other things that you probably see elsewhere. Our staff are all wearing face masks. There's lots of hand sanitizer around, and then we're just encouraging people to stay spread out, and just a lot of the normal stuff. Getting outside, and especially out of the city and into a natural space like this, is really great for people. They've been cooped up for so long. It's really been a stressful spring and early summer for pretty much everybody. So just to get outside, blow off some steam, give yourself a little bit of a feeling that you have had a summer. You did do something memorable, whether it's coming treetop trekking or maybe you're going camping somewhere or hiking or out on a boat. Just, I would certainly encourage people to do something something summer-like to get out and at least for your mental health, to just feel like this whole summer's not lost. You can head to our website for more information. It's treetoptrekking.com. That's also where you can go to make an online booking. Again, with us limiting the number of spaces in the park on any given day, we do highly recommend making a reservation ahead of time because we do fill up a lot of the days.
We are into our 10th annual gala. This year, of course, it's looking completely different because we've had to be innovative and creative in the way that we deliver our gala to our very loyal supporters. So this year, on Friday, September 25th, our butterfly ball is going to be a virtual butterfly ball. We often refer to an event like this as a no-go gala. So you don't have to have all those expenses of having a dress, babysitter, drive there and back. You can stay in the comfort of your own home and enjoy some food and some wine and enjoy supporting the amazing initiative that is Matthews House Hospice. So last year we introduced the theme of a butterfly ball. And it was great. We had people with winged costumes and fairy headdresses, and we're carrying that on. So this is a virtual butterfly ball, and what we're saying, it's the home edition. So get dressed up. We'd love to see how you can embrace the theme and put on your wings. Tickets are available at matthewshousehospice.ca. Visit our events page, and there is a link there to purchase tickets. Tickets are $150 per person, or if you want to buy a table for your bubble, $1,250 for 10 people. So gather your friends and enjoy in the comfort of your home. We will deliver to you some wine, red and white wine, and then a beautiful charcuterie board filled with all kinds of tastings for you to enjoy while you watch the TV presentation on Rogers TV and live stream. We're thrilled to announce that Erin Davis of CHFI fame is hosting our video or our virtual gala from her home in Vancouver. And so you will Zoom in, enjoy some entertainment, enjoy Erin Davis, very funny host, and be able to support Matthew's House through live auctions, silent auction, and an ask auction, all while enjoying it in the comfort of your home. So what's better than that?
We have 8 children who've all been born at Stevenson and have been looked after in various childhood. We had one broken bone in all those years, but we had asthma and other, of course, childhood issues, which was nice to just have to come right here. And I have 9 grandchildren and another one on the way, who 9 have been born here, except for one when the OB had to be closed. So it's important to all of us that Stevenston grows.
Well, Carol is a volunteer with our foundation on our capital campaign cabinet. But in addition to that, Carol stepped up when the pandemic started and has been making masks for our community members and doing it as a fundraiser for the foundation.
Because I am a sewer, so I started by making some for myself and my family, and then friends started asking. And I, was stuck at home, so I needed something to do. And I had touched base with somebody at the hospital. I don't think it was Tanya. And at the time they had people making masks. They didn't really, and they couldn't use the cloth masks yet. So I thought, well, I'm just going to make them. But then people started asking and wanted to give me money. And I didn't want money, so I decided just to collect money for the hospital and pass it on to the hospital. And community has been so generous.
So Carol's family has come together and pledged $5,000 to our Because of You We Can campaign. And it's our capital campaign to raise $30 million for the redevelopment of Stevenson Memorial Hospital, as well as annual equipment needs, technology priority needs.
I charge $6, but give $1 to the hospital. And I also tell people if they want to round up or give more, that will go directly to the hospital. So up till now, I've made over $600 and donated $2,800, and there's more sitting at home waiting for the next deposit.
What's been really incredible is how the community has stood up for this hospital, and from everything from donating PPE that they had in their businesses to making masks like Carol has done. We have also 2 other community members who have been making masks, Sandra and Elsie. But really it's been incredible to see that people just want to help in whatever way they can and come together as we are safely distancing, come together in whatever way they can.
It's awesome. It's just great. I would never be able to give $2,800 myself. So that part is wonderful to be able to do that. And I know everybody's not a sewer, so to be able to use, something that I know how to do and help people who don't do it has been great. And I try and do fun ones too. If this is going to be part of our new wardrobe, we might as well enjoy it. So, and some of the kids' ones are hopefully fun so that they won't mind wearing them.
So if people want to donate or get involved as a volunteer, they can visit our website, transformingstevenson.ca.
In 2019, we had a fantastic event here with 844 runners, 25 dogs and 2 horses. We raised over almost $104,000 on that day with a budget of $0. Fantastic achievement. The whole community pitched in. Every service, every product that we used was donated. We really showed the heart of Georgian Bay through this event. Based on our great success in 2019, we really wanted to do something bigger and better than ever this year, 2020, especially because it's the 40th anniversary of Terry's Marathon of Hope. We set out to do that, and then along came COVID, and everything changed. We had to rethink all of our plans at a national and local level and create something new this year. So what we're asking is on September the 20th, we're asking everyone in our whole area to put on Terry Fox shirts, watch our TV special at 9:30 on Rogers Cable, and then go out at 10 o'clock, go wherever you want, run, walk, jump, skip, whatever you want, as far and as fast as you want. This is your run, your way. Do something great for Terry. In addition to that, we're also asking the community to form small teams and run small community events for Terry as well. Not large gatherings, just 5, 10 people, a bake sale, a garage sale, a barbecue, whatever you can do something in Terry's honor this year. We know people have been through tough financial times, and we're trying to stress this year participation over monetary contribution. So give what you can, give if you can, but generally, whether you can give money or not, be part of this in honor of Terry. Thank you very much.
The Women and Children's Shelter of Barrie is pleased to announce the launch of a new initiative named Our Voices, Our Freedom. This initiative will create a Women's Advocacy Council through the generous financial support of Women and Gender Equity Canada. The Women and Children's Shelter of Barrie is committed to ending all forms of violence experienced by women and girls. The members of the Advisory Council have come from a broad range of sectors and areas of expertise. They will speak to the particular barriers facing diverse groups, such as women of color, Indigenous women and girls, LGBTQ2 and non-conforming persons, newcomers and immigrant women, and women with disabilities. The goal of the Council is to advocate for advancement, increased opportunities, equality and freedoms for all women and girls through social movement, awareness, and democratic activism. This council was born out of the 2019 report, Best and Worst Places to Be a Woman in Canada. The report looked at 26 major cities across the country, and Barrie ranked dead last. The council will examine the current landscape of Barrie and area and execute initiatives all around Simcoe County to address the gender gap. We will be focusing on 5 key pillars that impact women in our community: education, health, democratic leadership, personal safety, and economic opportunities. For more information and to find out where you can help, please check our website at barrieshelter.com.
So at CMHA, we certainly have been adapting, like I think everyone else in this world, and responding to the needs of our community. At CMHA, we didn't stop providing some of our critical services. And now we are working on some plans to return to the office, but a lot of our services are going to remain virtual because it's done really well.
The peer support group we offer weekly. It's on Wednesdays at 3:30. It's open for anybody to join. And really it's just a group where people come on and tell their lived experience stories. You're able to connect with people that are kind of going through similar experiences you may have gone through, or you know somebody who's gone through similar experiences. It's just a safe place to be supported, and we also teach about certain topics like mindfulness, CBT, just things of that nature. So if you'd like to join, please email me, and my email is on our main website.
This pandemic has affected everybody in so many ways, and our mental health is certainly in the forefront. We've heard talk about that's the second pandemic is dealing with all the mental health, fallout from people being isolated and, being alone. So we certainly, our crisis services, which are offered 24 hours, 7 days a week, have been busy. So that's amazing. We know people are reaching out, And we're just trying to, provide support where people are needing it.
During this time, I've been able to be at home with my family, so we've been a good support for each other. I think everybody's kind of scared and nervous because it's all a lot of unknowns. We don't know when things will get back to normal. We don't know if things are going to get better anytime soon. And in the meantime, like I said, it's just reaching out for support, because a lot of people, they might not feel comfortable reaching out, or they might be afraid to reach out, but you can't be afraid to ask for help. Everybody needs that support and that help sometimes. And it's very important that if you do feel a little bit off, or you feel like you're going down a wrong path or a wrong direction, then it's important to reach out and get the support you need.
There's no right or wrong answers. I see a lot on social media, people judging each other, and there's some harsh words about what others think you should do. And I just don't think anyone knows. So you need to make the decision that's best for you. So if your choice is to send your child back to school, then that's your choice, and that's fine. If your choice is to keep your kids at home, then there's nothing wrong with that, because we just don't know what's going to happen, and you have to make a choice that you're comfortable with and that you're going to be, well with. And things can change, right? So again, day by day, what do we know today? What do we have control over today? How are we sleeping? What's our diet looking like? Are we eating healthy foods? Are we getting exercise? So those kind of things we can control and just really monitor, because that's how we kind of, check in with ourselves to see how we're doing. Sleeping, eating, exercise, and talking, right? Talking with somebody that you trust. You don't have to have all the answers. So if I have somebody in my life that is struggling, I don't have to have the answers. I can just be here to listen. If I do perhaps have, a resource to share, that's fine. But I think, the biggest thing is just being available. So not feeling like you have to be a therapist, you have to be an expert on mental health and addiction, that you can just be present and just be there to say, hey, do you want to talk? I'll listen. And sometimes that's the biggest help that you can ever offer, is having, an ear for somebody and not being afraid, right? And if you are afraid, or if you feel like you need to get further help for somebody, then just be honest with that person and saying, I think we need to go to somebody and we can maybe talk about this further. But again, just being patient and being willing to listen.
Yes, just be supportive and be there for the person. And if you are the one struggling, to be accepting of the help that's offered. It's a hard thing to accept help and to reach out for help. And at one point in my life, I was struggling very badly, and I made the jump and reached out for help to the CMHA. And I began seeing a counselor one-on-one here at the CMHA, and really, the CMHA is a huge reason why I was able to change my life. It's an amazing organization, and from me working with the CMHA has now put me in this position that I'm in now to be able to help others with my experiences. So it's just very important to reach out for that help, and it really could save your life or change your life.